Hi, I'm Ryan Danker, Director of the John Wesley Institute in Washington, D.C. The John Wesley Institute, or JWI, as it's commonly known, is incredibly unique. The JWI is sharing the riches of our Wesleyan heritage, its teachings about God, Jesus, and salvation, its ethics, its history, its social witness, and so much more in unique and new ways. The JWI equips the church with faithful teaching from the best scholars and church leaders while making these insights accessible to the laity. The laity is our mission. In a sense, the JWI is a hub. The JWI works with over 125 scholars across the broad Wesleyan tradition, Anglicans, Methodists, Holinists, and Pentecostals, bringing leading thinkers together to enrich the church and to form the laity. We have conferences such as our Anglican Public Theology Conference or Mere Methodism, both held here in Washington. The JWI also has teaching events around the country aimed at the average person, where leading scholars go to local churches. One of these traveling efforts is called the School of Methodism, where scholars in history, theology, ethics, worship, and biblical studies offer their insights to congregations and regional bodies to enrich the local church and its witness. Similarly, we have the JWI Teaching Fellows who live all over the United States and will speak to your local congregation or group, each one a trusted and faithful voice. The JWI hosts a biannual summit of scholars from across the globe over 3 days for mutual encouragement, worship, and writing. In fact, they write. That's the point. It's not a vacation, it's work. The first summit was in 2022 with over 50 scholars who produced The Faith Once Delivered, a Wesleyan witness to Christian orthodoxy. The book is an outline of the Christian faith for individuals, small groups, and anyone interested in the Christian message. We held a smaller summit on Wesleyan political theology in 2023. Gathered in Washington, we had 7 scholars and we produced an accessible statement on Christian public engagement, distilling our tradition's distinctive social witness. Last year, in 2024, the summit that we held focused on holiness of heart and life. Over 75 scholars and church leaders gathered from 15 different denominations to write a statement on the Christian life and the promise of transforming grace. That work will be available soon and will be an amazing resource for the church. How many really understand the promise of holiness? We have the John Wesley Institute Epworth Fellows program aimed at young adults who want to learn about the Wesleyan heritage with me and 5 or 6 other scholars. The first cohort we had last year had 15 young adults. This year we had 12. We had an amazing time learning together. We aim to identify and train the future leaders of Wesleyan Christianity. The John Wesley Institute also has a distinguished fellow, Dr. Timothy Tennant, recently president of Asbury Theological Seminary. Dr. Tennant joined our team and will provide a yearly public lecture here in Washington, D.C., focused on global Christianity. This is an event not to be missed. And we do so much more. Recently, we took on Good News Magazine as a new project for us, continuing that 60-year project of producing a formational magazine aimed at the entire Wesleyan family. In addition, we have a new program called Sermons for America, a project dedicated to teaching Wesleyan preachers how to address the public square faithfully and constructively. And we do so much more. This is just a glimpse into the workings of the JWI, a hub that brings together leading Wesleyan theologians whose gifts, wisdom, and talents encourage each other and strengthen the whole church. I invite you to view our JWI website for more information or for future events. This vital work also depends on financial support from so many faithful people. Many thanks to all of you who have already helped, but we need your help to continue this work. Please consider partnering with us and make your donation today. Thank you, and may God richly bless you now and always.